Okay. How's it going, everybody? I had some stuff happen, and I've started a little late, obviously. So I'm just gonna get right into it. No music. I'm listening to something that would be copyrightable. So I've just decided to, since I figure most people aren't gonna be tuning in, and it's just for me. I'm just listening to something off screen. Okay. This is going to be hard for me to deviate from because this is probably my favorite page in the whole old version that I'm going off of. Hmm. Hmm. Might need to let's let's pull out some examples here. Hmm. Gotta play around with some drawing figure stuff. It's gonna be hard to beat what I have. Hmm. Hmm. Layout wise, I think I kind of got it nailed. That's why the mouth was looking. Accidentally made that on the same layer. That was a horrible way to do this. I'll never ever do it that way again. Let's see how much I can improve. unfortunately, I think I might be locked into this. Wow. Actually, the other one, it's way off. Did it change the campus properties? Let's see. Yeah, that changed it. Hmm. Oh, hey, Calicoes. How you doing? Yeah. Sorry. Don't expect any, like, schedule or or anything with how I stream. It's just a bizarre. So in the original script, I had her holding, or I had her hitting him at the end panel, but I'm wondering if in this one she should throw something at him that I can have a callback to, like here. Like she's holding something. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe she should be holding a clipboard. That could be it. Like there's a checklist of things that need to be set up. Because this is supposed to be kind of like they're setting up for an opening of the store. See, they're too close together. It doesn't look like she's actually throwing it. I'll have to look up like I'll have to look up maybe like some baseball pitches and stuff. problem is a lot of this is going to get lost in the gutter here, unfortunately. Not really good at drawing momentum lines yet in but I'll have to look up some poses for this. This kind of doesn't really look that good, but that might not be good to not understand that before we commit to a framing device here. Let's see. Is there a... Let's see. Action. Grind up. Throw. Uppercut. Collars. Slapped. Fucking slapped. How can she slap? How can she slap? There's a slap and a slap ed. There's no baseball. Let's see if Clip Studio Assets has something. Let's see. Are you kidding me? Let's see. Okay. Oh, there's one, but it fucking costs Clippy. Ugh. I'd prefer not to burn Clippy right now. I have gold too. Why do all these cost money? Oh my god, they're expensive too. I really don't want to spend money on something if I don't know if it's going to work or not. That's the problem with a lot of Clip Studio assets, is that they just are not always great. Let's see. Whatever. Such is life. Thank God we had that free Clip Studio thing. Gimme, 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 Gimme. God, waiting for Clip Studio stuff to download. It can be such a slog. It should work now. Gimme. Thank you. Alright, let's see. Did I just waste 100 Clippy? Clippy I'm more worried about wasting because I don't know all the good ways to get it back. And there's some things that only take Clippy. It's really frustrating. What the fuck? Okay. See, this is why I don't like using 3D model stuff. A human leg does not bend like that. I'm sorry. They clearly didn't. What were they thinking? And the answer is they weren't. The fuck are all my AVGN clips? Also, that's a dude, too, so, like... Here, let's see. Let's just, yeah, you can tell that these are... That does not work the way they expected it to. The other thing, too, is the lighting here is kind of fucking me. Here. What the fuck do you fix the lighting on these? You can avoid hands like a real artist. Well, the issue is that this whole area, like up to this line, from like here this way, I don't know if that's coming across, is gonna be gone. Like it's called the gutter. It's where the binding occurs. So, but because of the physicality of the book, uh, you won't see. It'll be very hard to see what's inside of those. Like if you've ever opened up a manga, usually you'll notice, like I'm looking at one right now, I'm looking at a copy of a Monster Musume or something, but they will not make art in that area unless it's like a full bleed sort of panel. Hmm. Well, Clip Studio, Calico, it's a manga program. Like it's comic studio and illustration studio from it's a Japanese program. They had such a marketing push for it to be adopted by Western artists because Adobe is a terrible drawing program. Like regardless, uh, so like I mean, it's not like, oh, you're terrible for like not knowing that maybe you do, I don't know, but yeah, Clip Studio is it I that's the specific reason why I use it, is because it was the accessible program for like manga and like, you know, Japanese illustration. And god, it's been like 10 years. I picked it up, I think, at the end of like, or the middle of 2014. Uh and it wasn't until years later that they actually merged the Japanese program with the English one. The English one had like a completely different like file extension, and you couldn't add materials or like open Japanese files. It was really frustrating. But I don't like this pose for this thing. Let's. This is why I didn't want to do that. Now everything else is too. I mean, oh, I fucking hate Clippy so much. Well, no, yeah. a lot of the stuff about like manga in it anyways is in the EX version. And not the pro version, which is the basic version, even though they call it the pro version. A lot of the like being able to have a like a comic file like this is locked to the English or the EX version. Sorry. All right. Well, let's. Let's spend money. Let's download another. Are you fucking serious? Oh no. It's like a Pose Studio file. Are you kidding? It won't let me. It seriously won't let me extract it because of the Japanese in the thing. Oops. Oh no. Oh no. I made Windows Explorer. I made it full screen. How do I fix that? Shit. Exit. Full. It's F11. I had to think about what key I fucking fat fingered. Oh my god, what? Ew. When did it open Edge? Well, no, that's what I was saying. It was a nerfed version of the Japanese. It used to have like its own file extension and stuff, and then they kind of just merged everything. Okay. Are you fucking serious? Fucking. What the fuck? Why? Well, I just wasted $1. Has support for user-made plugins. I'll have to look into that. I'll have to see what the deal is with that. Oh, all of these suck. This is really frustrating. Okay, 7-zip. Better do this. Thank you. It was fucking just Windows stupid bullshit. Let's see. Can I just drag this in? Nice, I actually can. Awesome, that worked. Okay, I got it working. Good. $1 was not wasted. Oh, of course, it's on the same fucking layer. God forbid it be on its own layer. Let's see. Full body. Full body. Where the fuck is the male female body? Register. Where the fuck is it? Body shape. Used to be able to change the type of body. Whatever, I'll figure it out later. We've been wasting a lot of time. Yeah, that's a huge improvement over the other one. Okay, that's like infinitely better. Oh yeah, I don't want to fuck around too much with like going, "Oh, I'll just fix it later," because like uh I feel like too much of that mentality is going to uh lead to issues down the road for me. That's why I'm okay with like kind of taking this slow and easy. Oops. And I gotta be. And then plus two, I have to be considerate about it's gonna cut off weird. I'll have to look into that plugin thing. You got me thinking about that. But like, I thought you could download like. Are you talking about like auto actions? Because I thought that was a thing you could do in the English version for a long time. Unless you're talking about like actually modifying the program itself. But, okay. Alright, so I want to move this cal piece thing. Well, this will probably also be affected by... I still need to draw her in the frame as well. It's an SDK for additional tools. Interesting. So I wonder if that's for them to try and push for like anime studios and stuff to adopt them, because you can animate in Clip Studio now. You can do animation like frame by frame, like what people used to do in Flash. I haven't fucked around with it, but yeah, I bet you any money they're trying to get anime studios on board with it, so that there'll be adoption for it. Because as it stands right, I'm not sure which programs are used in making actual ass anime. I actually I kickstarted. I supported a book on there's this, oh god, what's the name of them? It's like the Society for the Preservation of Japanese Animation or some shit. Like, basically it's some like special interest group, and they made a guide about like the actual anime like production pipeline, like the tools, techniques, like how to do shit. Like, it's actually I've heard good things about the book, and they just kickstarted successfully, and I contributed to it, translating it to English. I'm really hoping that they go into some of the technical stuff, and it's not just like animation like theory and stuff like that. I really would love for them to go over like anime compositing and stuff like that, getting like the actual finalized image. That's something I've wanted to cover on Artlab for a really, really long time, is how to do that. But I can't really cover something unless in that way, unless I know how to do it. Holy shit, though. We only got one page done. Man, we really, really struggled with this page. But there's just one more thing left to do. And the question is, so like the main character makes a comment about like this character about her ass. And I'm wondering if should I have like I think we, I think that's the strat, is to have. Damn, son. Damn, I kind of just fucking whipped that out, huh? I guess I did just kind of end up with the same thing, huh? Very close. Better, I think some better composition. Uh, let's, think we can make, hmm. Big stretch. Oy, let's start bringing over some of this type, getting this set in. Come on. Can I not click both fucking type things? Are you serious? God. Clip Studio's text editor is such a fucking pig. I hate it. Some things are really intuitive, like this speech bubble. This speech bubble thing works really nice. Fuck. Cool. I love having 9 million different layers and drawing little things on all of them. But you know, I think overall this is okay. I think we were able to make some small improvements to the general. I might have to edit this down. Okay, well that's 12 point. Let me just make sure. We have to be careful with this. But the idea is that you will she will be in front of the text balloon. Too much swipe. Yeah. Yeah. I think there was like another title card that I took out of that. Let me see. I think there is, because I had her name as like a Metal Gear Solid sort of like title card. I don't know where it went. Maybe that was in an older version. Yeah, maybe that's in an older version. I don't know. I do need to get a title card in here though. But yeah, you will. Let me save this because we worked on this for like an hour. I'll probably go for like one. Probably go till like 4 maybe, and then be done. But the idea is, her, she will be blocking that tight balloon, kind of like it is in here. That's a good example of what I'm talking about. To sell the depth a bit more. Oops. I'll have to. Some of those tight bubbles are really, really tight. Hmm. And then I did want to get that little drawing of her in there. But hmm. You know, maybe I can get rid of that comment. Let's see. That is a cute little drawing. Okay, all right. I think that is solid. Okay. All right, let's compare it to the old one. So, obviously it's kind of hard to compare the two cuz this is technically a like almost pretty much finished panel. Like it just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. But I think so far a lot of improvements. I think Reiko takes up a better amount of space on the page, like you mentioned, Calico. Um, I think the addition of what's in the cases is going to be important for the bit of a Chekhov's gun thing, because those cases are going to fall over. Uh, I think we were able to condense that top panel a little bit better. Maybe I'll move those doors open a bit more. There's room to improve that I think it's a little bit more condensed in the first version, but there's enough space to play around with that, I think, which is nice. Um, the panel with both of them in there is, I think it's better, because it's sorry, I'm listening to something while talking, but I think it does a better job of showing the space between them, and the emotion of the scene is a little bit better, by having her be the bigger object. And then obviously, the action panel, the final panel, I think that will be a lot better, with that sort of, with her throwing it versus her kind of weird. It was like a chibi thing where she kind of like weirdly punches forward, and I did like a slam thing on like a regular thing. I don't know. It looks goofy. Uh, I think that's a lot better. And then also we get a better shot of the fact that she is like kind of a very stocky, uh she has kind of a stocky body. But yeah, overall pretty solid improvement. I think the layout was good, um in the first one, so there wasn't really a ton to improve there. I'm gonna try to avoid just. Thankfully, that was the only panel that was like really, 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 really done. So hopefully, I won't struggle so much with trying to deviate from what I already had. But we're gonna go ahead and do not save. Go ahead and hit that. All right. Okay. This is going to be interesting. See, this one. This one, there's a little bit more room to play around with. I really didn't do a great job of this will show off kind of what I was thinking of. They were on the same page. Or you mean panel? Did we get a tangent with the door? Let's see. It's close. I could see that. I think I struggled with trying to like show the scene of outside a bit minimally. I don't really see where there was a tangent though. The door and the Well, she is supposed to be looking back at someone, so it would kind of already look like the reader. Um, hmm. Though in the comic where it created an impression that both characters are part of the same panel. Hmm. Yeah, she's kind of meant to be looking back. Oh, you mean if... Oh. Hmm. Um... Maybe? I don't know. That could... Maybe you're right. That could just be... Hmm. I don't know. I don't see it, but I could just be attached to the idea. Um, too. So maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm just not seeing it in the same light as you. But yeah, there's a lot of negative white space. I think they are kind of like a similar size. Maybe that could be causing it, but I guess it's kind of really no reason to go in on that because we're getting rid of it anyways. But yeah, out with the old, in with the new. I hope the new one is a little bit more. I think it is. I think it's better. That's the old. Yeah, I just think they're really. I think yeah, what you were saying is them kind of being similar in scale, kind of caused a weird effect. Maybe I can kind of see what you're saying, but it's not really. We can move past all that now. So this one is going to be interesting because I'm not sure. Honestly, maybe even you know what? I might even just get rid of this like altogether and just uh make a new composition. Like I think that could be that could be holding me back a bit is using these old compositions makes me kind of attached to them in an odd way. I actually think I'm going to delete that. Yeah. I think for now let's think about what's going to happen. So he's going to go to the register and a he's gonna pull out a sketchbook in this scene. Maybe I do need to have her say no. You sit on register, even though I don't know why she's bossing him around. Because he's technically supposed to be the manager. So maybe I'll have her go like moi instead. And you can go like wakata wakata. I'll take point or something like that. Let me make a layer for that so I remember that. Hmm. Hmm. Sorry, I know this is a lot of dead air. But this is kind of the part of making something like this that kind of requires a lot of thinking. It is tiring though. That's my fault. I took way too late to start streaming, so I kind of did this to myself, unfortunately. See, I kind of want to have her holding a box. Maybe maybe we'll have. And then we'll do. See, I'm falling into the trap of just doing the old thing again. Hmm. She's like angry. I'll have to do better about this pose, but I think for a draft, God, she looks kind of cute with a ponytail. Shit, maybe I'll do that later. Maybe we could add a ponytail to her. That could be like another foxtail. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, when you're asleep or when you're in the shower. I get that all. That's a I that is one of those things that sounds like a cliche, but it's like so true. You know, your best shit just kind of happens when you're not thinking about it. I'll be writing scripts and I'll blank on what I want to say, and then I will uh be in my car and just kind of running through the video in my head like I'm watching someone else's YouTube video, and I'm just kind of reciting it, and then I'll just get a great script idea and it's be like, fuck, I can't write it down. I'm driving. I got a better idea than that. That was shit. Yeah, there's a lot of visualization. Um, a lot of that has to do with having a strong visual library in your head, ex- experiencing a lot of media. I don't know, I'll have to fix that drawing later, but there we go. Okay. Man, this is going to be a struggle, isn't it? This like trying to just use the old stuff because I don't dislike the ideas in the old stuff. the other thing too is we actually, I mean, most people probably already know this, but we have a map of what we're doing. Like I actually made a so let me check my positions. Position 1. This one might be another one that I want to whip out the 3D objects for to get the scene right. But essentially the idea is that he's sitting at the tills, which the register, if you're not familiar. There's a big window here. And then right here, there's product. I might actually, what I do is for this, I think this will be okay for now. But what I might do is I might actually take this map that I made and erect a scene. I'll see how easy it is to erect a scene in Clip Studio. That'll be interesting to cover, but for now, hopefully this will be good. I'll have to see if I can get a good register model too. Although that might fuck with my I'm not very good at drawing things without models. But unfortunately, a lot of that also isn't taught very well in modern days either, because everyone just goes, well, just use a 3D model, and then the skills to do it without a 3D model disappear. Draw nothing but cash registers for 3 hours. I really don't want to have to resort to tracing 3D models, but unfortunately, for some stuff, I have to think about whether it's more important to finish a project than it is to worry about the right way to do it. It's a big issue that I have with myself, is I have this romanticism about, oh, I want to do things the old way, the right way, but sometimes that takes a lot of bandwidth that I don't have, and the return on investment can be minimal. The other problem too is a lot of these checkouts are Japanese style ones and not like your traditional one. Like, I wonder, do they even have the conveyor belt style checkouts in Japan? Because they have like supermarkets and stuff. Not every fucking store in Japan is a kombini. But like, I wonder if they even have. I don't know. I'm wasting my time about this. Um, it's 4 o'clock too. But let's finish up this type and let's call it. It's 4 o'clock. I was up sick last night, so I kind of have a little bit of excuse. But This character is going to be interesting to write because I have to think about how a Japanese person would perceive English grammar but perceive it wrong. Are you kidding me? Cancel. No, stop. I might have to get checked on this. SOV versus SVO. You'll have to explain that. I don't understand what that means, Calico. But yes, I have to think about how this character would be learning English but learning it wrong. Like okay, so it's one thing to try and it's like trying to frame English through Japanese grammar. And unfortunately, I don't really have anybody to help me with that. I don't have any ESL Japanese friends. Oh, subject, object, verb versus. Yeah, okay, yeah, like the grammar structure. Okay. Do I even want it? I had like some dialogue here, but maybe it might be. Maybe it might be. Maybe instead there could be like a. I'll have to figure out like a sound effect or what a sound effect would be for. I'll just put whatever noise here. Just like dead or something, and then Yeah, we can. Or like, I don't know if it would go this way or that way. I'm assuming it would start over here, but we'll have to look up a sound effect. Yeah, I think we can get away with that being silent. Uh, it'll say a lot more. Hmm. Okay, so I guess let's that's pretty much it. But so from this first panel, uh I think I lost kind of this face of boredom. Uh Maybe I could bring more of this. I don't know. I guess I don't like this we could always play around with that too once we get 3D models and stuff, or get like a thing. I do like in this first version how it's kind of open. The perspective is a little nicer. It makes him feel a little bit smaller. Maybe I will bring that back. That being said, though, I think these two bottom panels, I didn't even do that in the original. Maybe I will, maybe, you know what? Maybe I'll, okay. Command A, Command C. Make a copy of this layer. Yeah, that's actually kind of... That's actually kind of nicer. Okay. So, I think this is one of those things where maybe it would, since this panel isn't like crossing over anything, or it's just kind of open, uh, maybe it would be, maybe we could play around with it if we build like a model and stuff in Clip Studio. I know I repeated myself like 5 times. You'll have to excuse me. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, but I think I think at the very least, um, I do think the top panel is a bit more of an improvement. I will add a tail wag for her. We'll add that to because that is a good little thing, but it's a good little thing. But uh, yeah, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I need to go to bed. uh, I'll be back with more of this tomorrow. Maybe more game two. I don't know. I kind of want to work on this more. I was really hoping I could have a decent chunk of it carved out this weekend. But I think the next pages will be interesting because in this part of the original draft, this is the theory. This is what the theory. This is the interior monologue section. So I think this is where we can kind of fly off the handle because I had a lot of this stuff not really done. I mean, I had the whole thing. I had the whole thing kind of drafted out already, but that there's definitely a lot of room to grow, especially since I'll have to really think about um how I want to have my because a lot of it his interior dialogue is just kind of a lot of my thoughts and opinions on the idea of making al manga as a westerner. uh so I'll probably I might I might even consider adding or uh shortening pages. But yeah, sorry guys. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Have a good night, everybody.